Hey guys, it's Julie. So I have fantastic news. I have the house to myself. My folks are out of town. They went to visit friends of theirs who live in Loveland, Colorado, and my niece is staying with former neighbors of ours from where we live when we lived in Urbandale. So yeah, so it's quiet. Which I kind of like. Although I have a feeling by the end of the week or long that that'll be like playing music or got the TV going in the background or whatever. Just so it doesn't sound so quiet. But right now it's a novelty. It's called. I'm so used to hearing the TV going downstairs and hearing my niece and my mom and everything, everybody talking, and not really feeling like I have privacy. So this would be very nice. Anyway, um, just quick heads up. There will be a gameplay video coming along, very shortly. Don't know if it's gonna be tonight or not, although I might see if I can do it. I'm going out to dinner in a couple hours with a friend of mine from church, and so yeah, so that'll be nice. I haven't gotten to see her or really talk to her in a while, and considering that we kind of stopped going to Timberline, it's kind of become, it's like I don't get to see the girls in my group hardly at all. I've only really gotten to see one, maybe two people. So this will be good. It'll be good too. Well, and it's to celebrate her birthday. She had her birthday like a week or two ago. Um, so that'll be fun. It'll be neat. Even if it's just two of us, it'll be nice to get together with her and get caught up in everything. I also got a chance to get caught up with the gal who I dog sit for occasionally. In fact, I'm going to be doing that on Sunday and Monday, which will be interesting because I also start my new job on Monday. So, um, now the good news is that my dad's letting me use his car since they took my mom's car on their little trip. So I have a car, which is wonderful. It's like after so many months of not having a vehicle, it's like, oh, I have freedom again. Um, so other than that, I don't know. I'm in kind of a weird mood. I mean, I'm not down or anything, but at the same time, well, I'm waiting to hear back. Can't remember if I told you guys, but I got an email sent my visa application in. I got an email back from them saying that last week saying that my app was denied and that there would be a letter in with my packet of all the stuff that I sent. And once that gets back, I'll be able to read it and figure out why they decided not to grant me a visitor's visa. Um, the other sorry, had a little moment. But it's a little bit frustrating because it's like they sent me an email and they couldn't just tell me in the email what the reason was. And it's like now I'm waiting, and it's like they said it would take like 72 hours and whatever. and it's like, I have no idea if I know I'm within that 72-hour time frame, but I have no idea if I'm at the end of it, if there's still, if I'm still in the middle. I have absolutely no idea. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really help. Like, my dad called a few minutes ago, and that was his main question, Wasn't like, how you been doing? Everything going okay? Nope. It was, did you get anything in the mail? And I'm like, believe me, if I had gotten the packet, finally, I would be telling everybody I could, because, I've been waiting for this thing to come back. So I don't know. I honestly, and it drives me crazy because I'm just left with my imagination. I'm just left with trying to go over everything that I sent, and it's like, well, is it because they know about my student loan, and it's because I didn't send anything relating to my student loan? Is it because I had to change a few things on my visa application? Because when I did it online, and then when I finally submitted it, it was quite a bit of time in there. So, and again, I'm doing this almost totally blind. I have like no idea. And being online, looking at stuff on this online does not help. Because the government website gives you very little information. And if you look on like travel forums and try to look up like what other people have experienced, you get so many different, you get the ones who have no idea what's going on, like me, and then you have the ones that are like, well, you just have to do this, and I didn't understand why you're having problems because I submitted my visa and it was accepted within 3 weeks, and it's like, well, that's good for you. However, I seem to be having some problems. I can't find any information. I can't find anything that says this is specifically what you need to, No, of course not. I mean, even on the government visa website, it's like, these are some documents you may want to include. And that's all it goes on about. It's just like, I don't even know. And then it's like, I don't know if I'm meant to go over to England right now. And maybe that's why all this is going on, And it's like, that's fine. I wish I would have known if that was the case before I spent all this money, And plus, I'm worried because, if I don't get my stuff back, I mean, most everything is copies. Most everything is like copies, bank statements, and stuff like that. Although that makes me nervous because that means that information is floating around out there somewhere. But, the main thing that I'm frustrated about is the fact that I don't have my passport. And then, of course, maybe that's a good thing. Since my passport has a nice big denied stamp on it. And I don't know. I mean, I was talking to Stacy, my neighbor, my former neighbor, my friend who I'm going to be dog sitting for, about it. And it's just, I don't know. I have no idea, It's like I'm being given no information, And it's like even the official letters is just like, I almost wish that they kind of hadn't sent me an email because I'm just worried about it. I'm just to the point where I'm just like, well, I don't even know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going on. So, anyway, that's the part that's got me a little down. But, I've got to trust that God's got it in control and that, you know, eventually, if I'm meant to be over there in England, it'll happen. It's just frustrating when you spend so much money on something and you spend, all this time on something, and it's like, oh, talking to Stacy again today, and I was just like, there's so much I put on hold. I have, I mean, I probably should have gotten a full-time job way before the time that I did, because, because I haven't been getting any hours, but I've been thinking of that as a good thing, because I was thinking of that as, well, if I go to, you know, if I go to England, then I'm just gonna, because, and the funny thing is that the one job, the Iowa Event Center, the gal I talked to, she was like, yeah, I'll keep you on as a employee, even if, even when you're out of the country, which would have been great. But then I wasn't given any hours past my training weekend. Same thing with Family Christian. I turned in my 2 weeks notice last night. Well, I didn't turn it in to anybody. I laid it on the manager's desk, and hopefully somebody has seen it and whatever. That's the other thing. That's the other thing I gotta say, because, over here in America, it's like, you're supposed to give a 2 weeks notice when you leave a job. And I don't think that's gonna work out for either job. I mean, I'm supposed to work tomorrow to cover somebody from 11 to 6 at Family Christian, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. They'll give me a few more hours, you know. But the thing is that, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating because, I put everything on hold because I thought I was gonna be getting a visa. I thought I was gonna be going to England mid-September, and so I thought I'll just, go with what I have. But that's not how it worked out, and I, I still find it amazing that I got another job as quick as I did. And I'm a little nervous just because that's what happened the last 2 times. Is that I got a job like that, and, so I'm nervous. But hopefully, this one working at Walgreens will go a lot better. And it's supposed to be full time, which would be really nice. I can't tell you the last time. Well, the last time I worked a full-time job, that was when I worked for Farm Bureau at this part of office team. And that was a long time ago. That was back in 2007. So, just to give you a little bit of a timeline there. So, And it's just driving me a little crazy. I mean, I'm thankful because, I mean, it was kind of funny how things started falling into place because I get the text from one of my family Christian coworkers and, asking me to come in and cover for them 11 to 6 on tomorrow. And I get a text from Stacy, my former neighbor, and like, hey, can you dog sit for a couple of nights? And she always pays me. She pays me a really good for dog sitting. But, it's like, that's fantastic. And then Monday, I start my new job, so I don't know if the new job is like bi-weekly, if it's weekly, whatever. I guess we'll find out. But the good news about the new job is that it does have health insurance, vision insurance, and plus all the other stuff, the 401k and all that. But so I'm like, okay, so I don't have to pay health insurance anymore. And I can get my eyes checked because, as you guys probably noticed, I haven't been wearing my glasses while doing my vlog. Well, and that's because it's a lot easier for me to focus on the computer with that. I mean, these glasses, I've had these for ages, and I have to give the shop that I can't remember the name of the shop now, but it was across the street from Merle Hay Mall. And went to Pearl Vision to get my eyes checked and everything. And then I went across the street. It was like the eye clinic or something like that. The eye shop, something. But it was like right across the street from Merle Hay Mall. And at the time, that was my area of town. So it was like easy, Just go right across the street, bum. These glasses have lasted for a long time, so I have to give them kudos for that. The only thing that's kind of gone bad is one of the little the little nose pads that protect your nose. Well, one of them broke off on that side. But other than that, I mean, they've done their job. So, I mean, I can tell you, I've had glasses that are broken in half while they've been sitting on my face. Well, I haven't been doing anything. Well, I've been touching them, and they just broke in half. So, I applaud whatever brand this is, And of course, I've lost all my paperwork. I have no idea where my prescription is. Nothing. So, but hopefully, once I get on officially with Walgreens and all that, then I can get vision insurance and I can make an appointment and go see a doctor and get my eyes checked because they definitely need to be checked. So, trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys about. I don't think so. Basically, I'm just planning on enjoying the heck out of, because mom and dad left early this morning and they are gonna be gone until the 29th, it looks like. So that'll be good. So they'll be gone through the 29th or 30th. I'm not entirely sure. But it's almost a whole week, and I am looking forward to this. I am just so excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be weird tonight because I'm not used to sleeping in a house by myself, but I could lock my door Everything else will be locked up tight, so I shouldn't have any problems. Hopefully. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to having some fun. And I'll be able to vlog more. I'll be able to do more gameplay. I'll be able to, I'll be able to interact with you guys a lot more. So I have to thank you guys for being so patient with me. And, and the other thing I was kind of thinking about is, because here's the thing. It's the fact that I've got this full-time job, and the fact that I'm just starting, maybe, I mean, and it's funny, because I'm still wanting to know what the visa official's reason for denying me a visa is, but I'm wondering, I'm beginning to believe that maybe God's reason for me not getting the visa is because I'm needed here, because he wants me here, at least, and by here I mean in America, for a reason. Don't know what that is, couldn't tell you, but I just have to say it, the fact that this new job is going to be full-time, that is going to give me 30+ hours a week, hopefully, that is, that is going to be hopefully enough for me to provide for myself. I mean, at least I can start building my savings back up. And pay my bills and do all that stuff. But the other thing I was thinking of is if I am staying here in America, I might get my own place. Just because I think it's time. I think it's time that I do that. I mean, it's been nice to be here and take care of, help mom and help take care of my niece and, be kind of supportive and all that. But I'm getting a lot of crap from my dad for how much time I'm spending online. And again, I know I've been putting everything on hold because I haven't been sure, because, well, 2 reasons. Number one, the visa thing, figuring out if I'm going to be going to England at any time in the near future. And number 2, the jobs. I mean, for about a month I've been holding off on job hunting, on doing anything, because the gal at Iowa Events Center kept saying, yeah, we'll get you more hours. Yeah, I'll transfer some over to you. Nope. She certainly didn't. The last email she sent me, she was just like, I couldn't get you more hours. And I'm just like, especially considering that, well, today was the day I was supposed to have the one shift I have this whole month with them. And it's supposed to be something to do with the USA volleyball team. So, why you can't get me more hours when I'm sure it's going to be insanely busy? I don't know. And the other thing that blows my mind is I kept expecting, because I turned in my notice via an email. I was just like, because this is ridiculous, I mean, at least Family Christian gives me some hours. Not a whole heck of a lot, but they give me some hours. But this, I kept expecting to get an email back from her saying, okay, we'll turn in, at least get me to turn in over here. I've got my pile, I've got my 2 shirts, I've got my badge, I've got all this stuff. And there hasn't been no word. And I thought for sure I'd get a call or an email today, considering I was supposed to be there at 1 p.m. And, and I still haven't gotten my paycheck from them. My very first paycheck. So, I left a message for the HR gal. Of course, she's out of town until the 27th, so that'll be interesting. But the funny thing is I'm not going to put either of those places on my resume. Because why should I? Neither one of them followed through on what they promised. So, it's just sad, And of course, my folks, especially my dad, was all, oh, you would be great if you could work at Family Christian. And I'm just like, yeah, And they lied. They misled me. They were just like, oh yeah, we need to hire more people, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, we're only gonna schedule you for 1 shift a week, and then you have to be on call and you wait, and take shifts that other people give you when they call in. It's just like, and you don't see anything wrong with that, especially with somebody who is 46 years old, who is trying to get to another country eventually and needs hours so I can get money so I can do that. You don't see anything wrong with that. So, I'm just really disappointed. I sound like a mom. I'm not mad, I'm just really disappointed. Well, I am kind of mad. At both places. Because as far as I'm concerned, they lied. They lied to me. So, why should I be loyal to them? So, anyway, I have a feeling I may have talked about some of this stuff before, and I apologize, guys. I don't want to ramble on about stuff, and you're like, Julia, you've already talked about this. But, anyway, cut to the chase. More gaming videos to come. We'll work some more on Nancy Drew Ghost Thorn Hall. Show you guys the new Minecraft multiplayer server I've been on. I might download Final Fantasy, maybe, because that's what Keith's been playing a lot of, and apparently there is a version of it for Mac, so that would be kind of cool. Other than that, well, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But I promise you guys, I'll be around a lot more. I don't know what my hours are going to be at Walgreens. I know Monday I work 10 to 6, so I don't know if it's going to be day hours through the week or if it's going to be weekday hours, if it's going to be weekend hours, not entirely sure. But so I will let you guys know as soon as I find out more information. And thanks thanks for putting up with me. And I will talk to you very, very soon.